Good evening everyone, and this is of history of 2019-2020 coronavirus outbreak. The coronavirus outbreak is an ongoing public health emergency of international concern involving coronavirus disease 2019. It was caused by SARS-CoV-2, first identified with Wuhan, Hubei, China. As of 5 March 2020, more than 96,000 cases have been confirmed, on which 7,100 were classified as a serious. 87 countries and territories have been affected, with major outbreaks in central China, South Korea, Italy, and Iran. More than 3,300 people have died, just over 3,000 in mainland China, and around 300 in other countries. More than 53,000 people have recovered. The virus primarily spreads people with a similar way to influenza via respiratory droplets produced during coughing or sneezing. The time exposure symptom onset is typically 5 days, but may range from the 2 to 14 days. Symptoms may include fever, cough, and shortness of breath. Complications may include pneumonia, and acute respiratory symptoms may include distress syndrome. Therefore, is currently no vaccine or specific antiviral treatment. Through research is going. Efforts are aimed at managing symptoms and supportive therapy. Recommended preventive measures include hand washing, maintaining distance from people who are sick, monitoring and self-isolation for 14 days for people who suspect they are infected. Public health responses in China around the world have included travel restrictions, quarantines, and curfews. They have included the lockdown of Hubei and the various measures in China, the quarantine of British cruise ship Diamond Princess in Japanese waters, as well as lockdowns in Italy. Some airports and train stations have instituted screening methods, such in Japanese waters, as well as lockdowns in Italy. Some airports and train stations have instituted screening methods such as temperature checks and health declaration forms. Several countries have issued advisories warning against travel to regions with ongoing community transmission, such as central China, Italy, and Iran. Schools have been closed for at least 219 million children, including all schools and various universities in China, Japan, Iran, and Italy. Wider concerns about consequences of the outbreak include political and economic instability, xenophobia and racism against people of Chinese and East Asian descent, and spread of misinformation about the virus, primarily online. And this is the part of the 2019-2020 of the coronavirus outbreak. And this is the epidemiology. Main articles timeline of the 2019-2020 coronavirus outbreak. The coronavirus outbreak by country, territory, and template by 2019-2020 outbreak coronavirus data, or WHO situation reports. As of 5 March of 2020, more than 96,000 cases have been confirmed worldwide. More than 83,000 of them have been in mainland China. In late December 2019, a cluster of pneumonia cases of unknown was reported by health authorities in Wuhan, Hubei province. People's Republic in China, the initial cases mostly had links to the Huanan seafood wholesale market, and, consequently, the virus is thought have a zoonotic origin. The virus that caused the outbreak, known as SARS-CoV-2, a new virus, is closely related to bat coronaviruses or pangolin coronaviruses and SARS-CoV-2. The earliest reported symptoms occurred on December 1, 2019, in a person who had not had any exposure to Huanan seafood wholesale market or to the remaining 40 of the first cluster detected with a new virus. Of the first cluster, two-thirds were found to have a link with the market, which also sold live animals. The WHO declared in outbreak to be a public health emergency of international concern of 30th January. The WHO's director, Tedros Adhanom, has maintained praise in China's response of the virus as of 24 February 2020 to avoid a significant number of cases despite the disease's potential to have sustained community transmission in other world religions. During the early stages, the number of cases doubled approximately even 7.5 days in early and mid-January 2020. The virus spread to other Chinese provinces, helped by the Chinese New Year migration, as Wuhan is a transport hub in China and the infected individuals quickly spread throughout the country. On 20th January, China reported nearly 140 new patients in a day, including 2 people in Beijing and 1 in Shenzhen. Later, official data shows that 6,174 COVID-19 virus-infected patients had already developed symptoms by January 20, 2020. On February 26, 2020, WHO reported that as new cases reported dropped in China but suddenly increased in Italy, Iran, and South Korea. The number of new cases outside China had exceeded the number of new cases in China for the first time on February 25, 2020. As February 26, 2020, very few cases have been reported in children. Deaths. The time from development of symptoms of COVID-19 and death has been shown to range between 6 and 41 days with a median in 14 days. As of 5 March 2020, more than 3,200 deaths have been attributed to COVID-19 according to China's NHC. Most of those who died were older patients, and 80% of deaths recorded were from those over the age of 60s and 75, had pre-existing health conditions including cardiovascular diseases and diabetes. The first confirmed death was January 9, 2020 in Wuhan. The first death outside China occurred in the Philippines. The first death outside Asia was in Paris. As of February 28, 2020, outside of mainland China, more than a dozen deaths have been recorded in each of Iran, South Korea, and Italy. Deaths have also been reported in North America, Australia, San Marino, Spain, and Iraq. As of March 3, 2020, WHO data shows the percentage of patients who have died from COVID-19 is 3.4 globally, 1.6% outside of China. The infected may either be asymptomatic or develop symptoms such as fever, cough, fatigue, shortness of breath, or muscle pain. A WHO review of 55,924 laboratory confirmed cases in China indicated the following typical signs and symptoms. The primary mode of transmission through human-to-human transition via respiratory droplets that people exhale, such as coughing or sneezing. However, experts do not fully understand way the virus may transmit. The virus transmits is unknown. Furthermore, these droplets can fall on the surfaces, including tables, telephones, and desks. So people are able to catch the COVID-19 virus if they touch a surface that has been contaminated by the virus and then touch their eyes, nose, or mouth. The WHO is assembling whether asymptomatic transmission is fecal transmission as important transmission modes. Droplets transmitting coronaviruses only stay suspended in the air for a short time. Details for the COVID-19 virus we are not available of February 26, 2020, and it's assumed they are similar to other coronaviruses which may stay viable and contagious on a metal, glass, or plastic surface for up to 9 days at room temperature. Disinfection of the surfaces which is possible with substances such as 62 to 71% ethanol applied for 1 minute. Then, the being estimated for the basic reproduction number. The average number of people an infected person is likely to infect ranging from 2 to 13. To 482, January 24, 2020, the virus was reported to have been able to transmit down to a chain up for people. The similar is to severe acute respiratory syndrome related coronavirus, SARS or CoV. This is the history of COVID-2019. Mag-ingat po kayo mga kababayan. Palagi pong magsuot ng maskara pag lalabas kayo ng bahay at panatilihing maghugas ng kamay bago kumain, maghugas ng kamay bago matulog, maghugas ng kamay bago umalis ng bahay. Pagkasarado ng pintuan, maghugas uli ng kamay palagi, araw-araw, gabi-gabi. Magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat at panatilihing malinis ang ating paligid. Good night and God bless.